Hello and welcome back. But before we continue, let me ask you some questions. Do you struggle to use your sewing machine to sew a lycra material? Is it difficult for you to find a sewing machine repairer when your sewing machine develops faults? Then take advantage of this offer now. Offer lasts till 12 midnight, July 3rd.
And one more time, we're back, guys. Let's round this up. Yeah. Okay, here in this video, we're going to talk about joining the upper part and the lower part. Yes. And remember in the previous video, I closed every part, okay, of my crotch area. So remember, we're going to add zipper. So you need to open up yours. So open up for the zipper. And this is my belt. Yeah, my waistband. I have cut it out in two because I want it to have some structure, and I'm going to add elastic in between it too. And that is the loop. Yes, just go ahead and stitch down your piece of fabric. Okay, that's the loop. So the loop will go by the side seam, but let me reduce it first. It's too long. So it will go by the side seam. Okay, it's about 6 inches or 7 inches long or so. So on the side seam for the upper part, you pin it down and do the same to the other side too. You pin the loop down, okay, because we're going to be sewing it together with the band. Now I have notched my center front. Make sure you notch yours. Also the band, make sure you notch the center front of the band for easier sewing. So you're going to match up the upper part and the upper part of the band, okay? Then go to your sewing machine and sew. I've done that already, and we are back. See my loop sitting there, okay? It's easier for us to work it out that way. So this is my elastic band for the side, okay? I want to add elastic to the side. So I'm using a 1-inch elastic in length, then in width is about 4 inches, and I've cut it out in two. One will go to the left and one will go to the right. Now here we're going to attach the band. So the trick I'm going to apply here is very simple. I'll align the band to the side, that side line, okay, the side seam. I'll align it, then I'm going to stretch it out, then place it at the point where it stretches to. Just that. Okay. I'm doing this under, okay? So it will not be on the right side of the fabric, but the wrong side. So holding it down again, I'll stretch out again wherever it stretches up to, or the point I want it to stretch up to. I'll stop, then pin it down also. So later I will take this to our sewing machine and stitch it down and still run a stitch over it. So the same thing will be done to the other side, okay? Open up your belt, that's the band, open it up, stretch out your elastic band, pin to your left, stretch it out again, pin to your right. So you pin this down. You're going to take this to the sewing machine, stitch it down by those areas that you've pinned down. Then I'm going to tell you what next you're going to do. So right here, I've stitched it down at the point where I pinned before. Now we're going to run stitch over it. Run your stitch over the band, the elastic band, while you stretch. So as you're running that stitch, you're stretching, okay, so that the elastic band can bounce back. If you don't stretch, it will just stay static. So I've done that already, as you can see. So you're going to align the band. You can stitch the band down, okay, before you continue with the next process, or you can still work with it the way I am working, okay? So the next thing we're going to do now is to attach the lower part, that's the short, to the upper part, that's to the band now. So we already know our center front for the band, for the short. So and for the band too. So we'll just align the two together and pin down. Now you want to run your stitch, okay? You can run your stitch from that center point where you pin down to the sides, okay, so that you'll be on track and may not get lost on the way. So I'm going to take this to my sewing machine now and stitch down all the way to the center back. All the way to the center back. So when you get to that elastic area, make sure you stretch out. Or you can align the fabric, make sure you align the fabric properly together. And also remember your loop. Let it also enter while you sew, or you can pin it down. But I didn't show you that, but make sure you do that. So we're done sewing, and this is what we have. I have excess from the band. I'm trimming off. It does not really matter as long as my measurement is accurate. So before you trim off anything from the waist, make sure you throw your tape to be sure you are accurate. So at this point, we're almost done, guys. So that's my loop. Make sure you pin it in and catch it when you sew, okay? So the next thing is to fix the zipper. Yes. Now to fix the zipper, remember when we were closing our neckline, we left about 1 inch. Yes. Now that 1 inch will be used as we sew this zipper. Now my zipper is about 24 inches long. Yes. So depends on the size you're working with. You can still work with the same size. So just fix the zipper the normal way you fix the zipper. So I just did it zipper facing my right side of the fabric. Then I stitched down. I did the same thing to the other side too and stitch down. Okay. So let's see how to make the neckline area of the zipper. That's the neckline, yeah, where the zipper ends at the neckline. How to make it seamless, okay? So how to do a clean finishing there. So this is what we're going to do. First of all, you close the zip and mark the point where you want the zipper to stop, okay, so that they will be equal from the left and the right. Now you're going to turn as if you want to sew your neckline again, okay? Then that's 1 inch we left there. Of course, you've sewn the zipper on that 1 inch. Now the remaining part, now you're going to close it up, close that 1 inch up, then come down on the zipper area too and close it from the neckline down. So you stop at that point where your facing stops, okay? That's where you stop. So this is it. You can see that how clean that has turned out to be. So I'm going to turn it inward again and trim off the excess I have from the zipper. So I'll do the same thing to the other side, okay? I'll turn it out as if I want to close my neckline, okay? Then I'll close that 1 inch, then sew down to the zipper area. So when you're done, you trim off the excess zipper, then turn out. By the time you do this, you're going to have a very clean finish as if it's an already made dress. Yes. So take your time to trim off every excesses, threads, and the rest. Okay. Then we're going to turn this out. That's to turn let's turn it to the right side. That's the front. So make sure you take out every pins. Very, very necessary also. Take out the pins. There are some pins that are stuck somewhere. Okay. So all these things that I just talked about in making this playsuit, you know, we're on a fast mood. You can get all the details from our foundational class step by step. Okay, let's see about this foundational class coming up in July 24th. Yes, this class is for you if you are a fresher or a freehand user that wants to know about pattern drafting. All you have to do is send me a WhatsApp message right now, because the seats are filling up fast. Welcome back. I hope to see you in class. Okay, this is the dress right here. I've turned it out to the front. So this is the right side. This is the pocket, and this is the hemline. If your hemline turned out not to be equal, you can trim. Okay, and you can see that our seams are not equal at the side. That the front and the back, they are not equal at the seam line. Okay, at the side seam line. So next thing, we're going to cut the belt. Yes, the belt we'll be using for this dress, I cut about 3 inches and I sew it down on fold. Then with the help of my pin, I'm tucking that in. So you can make yours bigger than this, whichever way you want to make yours. So after turning it out, you can go ahead and give it a nice press. Then as you press it, you can also use the hemming gum on the edge there, or you can sew it down with just sewing machine. Here we are, guys. See our Playsuit, looking so nice and beautiful. So trim off the threads and you're going to give this a good press. Okay, after giving that a good press, you're going to hem your hemline. Yeah, and you're done. So this is it, guys. This is looking so beautiful and I can't wait to see the result of yours. See me rocking my pockets and you can see the belts sitting so beautiful. This is the back. I love the back of this dress. I can't wait to see what you've come up with yours. I'll see you in the next video.